Yo, what's good, y'all? Today we're about to be breaking down this dark, vintage Japanese film score sample that I created. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. First thing first, y'all can see the BPM we are at is 124, and the key we is in is actually G minor. So the first thing I did was I pulled up this CS80V VST from Arteria. I used this snap chop preset, and I laid these chords down, which I believe is some 7 chords. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but we're going from a 1 to a 2 progression. That's all it is, 1, 2. And what that is the root note, which is G, the 1, and then we're going to the second note that's in the key, the scale, which is the A, and that'll be the 2. These are the chords that I played. As far as the processing, the only thing I did was I ducked the lows on it. Right here I didn't add a plug-in. I just used this parametric equalizer, well, this equalizer on the mixer track, on the mixer. And I just ducked the lows. After that we have a Clavinet, which is also from Arteria. And I used the Bassline preset, but this is the melody I played. And that's one of the standout sounds in the sample that you hear. It really stands out and give the sample some flavor. After that, we got two different bassline sections. And as y'all know, the bassline I like to use is in FL Flex, the central bass guitar library. We'll start with the first bassline that I created. And as y'all can see here, I got a slide note, and I got some space right here just to give it some groove, some rhythm. The only thing I didn't do was adjust the velocities. I clicked everything in as far as the bass. Everything else I played, but this is what the bass line sounds like. So y'all can see we got a bass line jumping from 2 different octaves. And that's pretty much how they played it back in the day. And to me, it just sounds good when you're jumping from 2 different octaves, maybe and sometimes even 3. So we're gonna jump to the next bass line. Now this bass line right here gets a little more groovy, a little more rhythm. We have one slide note at the end, and this is how it sounds. So after the bass, we then have the Yangqin from Contact. This is a free Contact library, by the way. And I have 2 different sections for the Yangqin. So for this section, I'll play it so y'all can hear it. And then we have the second Yangqin, which is pretty much just some texture sound. Well, I wouldn't say texture sounds, but phrases. And then I'm gonna play both of them together so y'all can hear them in Contact. And then let's jump to the mixer, see if we got anything on any processing. No processing, the only thing I did with the first one, I just panned it to the left, and then the second one I panned it to the right to give it some separation. And as far as the clavinet, we have a parametric equalizer on here where I ducked some of the highs. And then we have a chorus on there as well, just to give it some more of that old school vintage sound. Next, I added some strings, and these strings are from Spitfire Audio fragile string evolutions. And as far as the strings, it's just there to give it some more sound in the background. I got it lowered down a lot. You can't really hear it, but it's there. But this is the melody that I played. And as y'all can hear, the attack is up a little just to have it fade in. It's not right on the one. After the strings, I then added a flute. And this flute is from the West Africa library from Contact. And again, we got two different sections, so it doesn't get repetitive to the listeners' ear. And all we have is a note on the one, and then we have some flavor, some rhythm at the end of the So that's one flute melody. And then we're gonna jump to the second one. And the second one is more driven, it's more lasting throughout the melody. After that, we can jump to the drums. And as for the drums, again, got the FPC, Fruity FPC. And as y'all can see, the velocities are definitely not all on the same except for the snare. All the snares have the same velocity, but the toms, as y'all can see, they all have different velocity ranges just to make it sound more realistic. And as far as the crashes, they all have the same velocity. But this is the pattern that I laid out. And then for that, we got the kick, because I don't like to use the kick that's in the FPC. It don't hit hard enough, but I'm gonna go ahead and play the kick along with the drums. Well, the kick was already playing when I played the drums, so y'all heard it. But let's check the mixer out and look at the processing. So for the FPC, we got a Fruity Blood Overdrive, and that's just to give it some more thump, more color. And for the flute, we have a parametric equalizer where I duck some of the high mids and the mids for certain frequencies that I didn't want to playing throughout. That was too harsh pretty much. And we have Fruity Reverb, we give it some reverb of course. And then we have some vocals where I have Rev Spring from Arteria, and I also have Phase Mistress on there so I can pan it from left to right. And then as far as the mix melody for the melody bus for the sample, we have Tape Mellow Lo-Fi just to give it that analog sound. And then we have Little Radiator to give it some more warmth, saturation. And that's pretty much the beat, y'all. So if you learned something from it, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuces.